Cheers. Greetings. OMS, good morning. What's up? Hey Sham, good morning. What's up? Alex, John, Chad, King, Buckley. Greetings, Jason, Nick. How you doing, everybody? I ain't doing much of anything today. I thought I'd just come and have this cup of coffee with you guys to let you know what's going on and whatnot, you know. Greetings. Rise and shine. JTY, what's up? Yeah, so I was, I don't stretch. I'm not a stretching guy. I usually just go straight into my workouts and I just deal with it, right? Eventually the body warms up. That's how I've always been about it. But apparently that didn't go very well last night. I went to go do some pull-ups. No stretching. I just got on the bar and I pulled a muscle in my back, and it's like breathtaking. It takes the breath away from me. You know what I mean? That'll happen sometimes. Hey, good morning, Philip, John Conway, Allie Britt. I know I said I wasn't gonna go on. Yeah, I don't expect you guys to hang out if whatnot. I just want to let everybody know. Then I got to thinking, well, if it is what it is. Have you ever had to take a deload week or worked out in low sleep and got CNS fatigue? I don't even know what any of that is. What the heck's a deload week? Can hair grow through a tattoo? Yeah, of course it can. Yup. Central nervous system, basically fatigue. Osborne. Yeah, I've hit nervous system fatigue. Generally, there's some things you can do every day, no problem. There's just some things you can't. I've hit fatigue, like pure exhaustion, like drenched, where my nervous system just it kind of goes into shock. You know what I mean? It goes into shock. But I find the best way to train, if you like to train all the time, is if you're gonna do a super intense workout first thing in the morning, and the second one will be a active recovery workout. So you got an up and down, up and down. It's it's still a nice workout. It's still something to do, but it's not like the morning's workout. You know what I mean? Chicken salad, wraps for breakfast. Yeah, that sounds great, right? Show the biceps. Oh man, I don't even want to flex this arm. I don't even want to do it. Instagram and YouTube. I am on Instagram, but I need more subscribers there before I can live stream. I don't have enough. I used to live stream on there, but they changed the rules where you need like 1,000 subscribers. Hey, Sandra Ford, welcome to the chats. I think, maybe not. Who knows? I put a big old flyer out saying I wasn't even going to work out. So, greetings, Sham. How you doing, guys? Sam, do you answer that? Let's see. I look bigger, but I also look tired. I'm only tired at the moment because I'm just kind of like pulled a muscle. It really took a lot out of me. Hey Nathan, what's up, man? Rise and grind. Greetings, Darren. Welcome to the chats. Alright, so if you're just new, I was just updating everybody. I did some pull-ups yesterday without stretching first, and I pulled a muscle. Yep. Whoops. So I'd figured, well, my legs ain't broke. I could probably do some body squats then, right? Drink a cup of coffee. How was the skull tattoo experience? Oh. It was, well, the first sitting was 8 hours with 2 tattoo artists working at the same time, just drilling my head. It was quite an experience. Yeah, that was the first 8-hour session. Yo, what's up? What do you think about pull-ups one day and push-ups the next? Yep. All calisthenics PM weights. It's good stuff, man. You know, what's not to like? Take it easy for a couple days. Well, I'm just going to switch it up. I mean, what happened was I pulled something like right back in here. Whatever's like back in here. Right there, that's where it is. And whatever it is, it's like giving me trouble lifting my arm. Ooh, yeah. So I'm going to just do some body squats. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Where'd my chat go? Hold on. I had a chat. Oh, here it is. Upper trap, rhomboid, rear delt. Whatever the heck it is. It's like taking the breath out of me. You suffered the same thing. It's the necks that causing it, but I wouldn't do squat pressure. But I wouldn't do squat. Yeah, I think my squats are gonna be fine. You know, if they aggravate it at all, I'll just, stop. But I mean, my whole body's not hurt, right? We can still do something. And calf raises. Yeah, I guess we could do calf raises, right? Oh, I don't believe it was the joint and all. I feel like it was like a rubber band. I feel like that everything is just so insanely tense all the time. Just from everything we do, and I don't do any stretching. Um, yeah, it just like snapped on me, something or other. Oh. All right, let's do some body squats then, huh? Yeah, it's. You know what? Honestly, I think from now on, I'm going to start stretching. Yeah, I mean, I could only go through this so many times. You know what I mean? I'm going to do a deck of cards, right? This is going to be 400 reps. I'm just going to take them as they come. Like a 2, we'll do 2. We'll do 5, and we'll just so on and so on. And we'll just rep it out. Rep it out. Rep it out. All right, well, like I said, the first one's a 2. And the second one will be a 5. I'm just going to do, 7. And then we'll go from there. All right, here we go. 1, 2. Nice. Next is a 7. We'll time our duration too. I want to see how long this progression is going to take us. Shouldn't take too long. Here we go. 6. Yeah, I'm 44. I just turned 44 on the 6th. And we pulled a 6. 3 is the next one. 8 on deck is the next one. Joel, welcome to the chat, says, thank you for training me these 2 years. Hey, thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. 10 on deck. King, that will be 10. Welcome, Xavier. King, that will be another 10. Great shape for 44, thank you. I'm gonna kick my shoes off. I like to go barefoot sometimes. Three on deck. Ace, that will be 10. Did I do prison time? Yeah, a little bit. All they do there is prison, calisthenics. Pretty much this is it. Body squats, push-ups, pull-ups. Do I ship golden cards to Spain? I don't know. Check it out. It's suckerfreestore.com if you'd like to get a deck of cards. Appreciate all the channel support, guys. That'll be a 10. I do have international shipping, you know. Four is the next one. Some places, you know, they're not the greatest for mail delivery, though. Jack, this will be 10. Why would somebody ask you that? What's that? Yeah, that's what I got, man. Ugh. This is what I got to support the channel. They're these 3D printed sucker-free deck of card holders. Yeah, Maccabee Speed, another YouTuber, made it for these. Made it for us. They're pretty awesome, man. I mean, it's all about the community we got. It's epic. You know, I dig it. All right, 10 on deck. Oh, ask me about prison? Yeah. Well, I guess I look like I've been in prison. It's okay, inquiring minds want to know. Right? That's pretty much the whole thing. This is where I learned to work out to begin with. Hey Lauren, welcome to the chat crew. One more step, strength. Hey, appreciate you being here, guys. How quick will burpees get me in decent shape? Pretty quick. Nine on deck is the next one. Yeah. Conway pulled a muscle in his back as well. Yikes. 2 on deck. In the process of recovery. Good stuff. 4 is the next one. This is just an extra card, came with the deck. I counted as 10. Oh man, I just gotta stretch out. Dion Staley in the chat. What's up, man? Thanks for being here. 2 on deck is the next one. Tip: any exercise for someone who has high blood pressure. Ace, 10 on deck. Well, I don't know. I don't have anything specifically. You know, I couldn't answer that one. Don't have it. All right. Four is the next one. I just can't get motivated. Boy, you and everybody else. That's got to be like the most the most heard comment that, over and over again. How do you get motivation? How do you get motivation? 7 on deck. Queen is the next one. You know what? The easy thing for prisoners, right, inmates to get in shape is because they're kind of forced into staying consistent. We're forced to go to chow. We're forced to go to rec. You're forced to lay your head down and go to bed, right? Wake up and do it again. Chow time's the same time every day. Rec is the same time every day. Sleep is the same time every day. The consistency of just doing it, right? This is the groove. Get in it. This is the groove. You're locked in. That's why they say you're locked in, because you're really locked in. 3 on deck. What it is, it's a lifestyle change. It's a habit change. The habit of your lifestyle includes working out every day, going to chow every day, going to sleep every day at the same time, right? It's consistency. It's not motivation. Motivation isn't even in the picture, right? Nobody's motivated. You just got to be locked into the consistency of it, Now, when I first started my fitness journey, you got to think about achievable efforts. Achievable. What's freaking achievable? Well, I can afford 3 minutes before I head out the door to work, 3 1-minute duration sets of burpees or push-ups paired with body squats, just get that metabolism revved up and head out the door, Start burning those calories right off the bat. Yeah, here we go, 10 on deck. Time to lock in, good meaning. Yeah, it's just, you're locking into this new, lifestyle change where you're being consistent. And that's what locked in is, you're just being consistent. What time is it? Oh, you know where he is, right? Somewhere in the world, Jesse's working out. It's that time of day. Dude is locked in, right? How many hours of sleep do I get? I don't know. It varies. 5 or 6, And then I try to get a cat nap during the day, 45 minutes to an hour at least. I try. Doesn't mean it happens, but that's the goal. I believe if you on a body hacking, when you reach that REM sleep, that stimulates the pituitary gland to dump growth hormones, So if you're doing an extra, getting a little cat nap in after a workout, it's golden, right? You're getting the maximum growth hormone secretion, right? 2 times. Biohacking. What's up? Thank you so much for the channel support, Deller. We're at that halfway point. We stuck this card in there, and that's going to represent 10. Yeah, I just did 6.5 years altogether. I did 18 months in the state and then 5 in the feds. Yep, that was my experience. And no matter where I went, the workouts were the same. Right, this kind of calisthenic working out kind of saturates the prison system. This is it. All these half reps. Everybody does it, but I don't think people really think about why it works. They just know it does and they stay consistent. 8 on deck is the next one. Can you shine some advice on how to get your ambition once being released? Ambition. What's that word even mean? Ambition. Are you just trading words on me? Instead of saying motivation, you're saying ambition now? It's the same thing. It doesn't exist. You just gotta stay consistent. Queen, that's gonna be 10. Is prison as bad as they make it look on TV? I don't know what you're watching. Some places are. I don't really like to watch those prison shows. 6 on deck. What prison was I in? Well, I've been in a couple. I was in Richland, Ohio. That was the state joint. 2 on deck. Then I was in Gilmer, West Virginia. That was a federal joint. And then I was at Fort Dix, New Jersey. That was a federal joint as well. And then I got released from a McKean in Pennsylvania. Richland was summer camp for me. Yeah, Richland, right? Jeez, Richland. Across from the old Mansfield. Yeah, that haunted place. Places are haunted, especially old prisons with graveyards built, right? Prisoners don't leave the property, they're buried on it. There we go, 7 on deck. Yeah. No, I've never been gang affiliated. That's not a big thing over here. I know some people say that you have to be, depending on what prison you're in, but no prison I went to, I needed to be in a gang. 4, I mean, you do what you want. Yeah, I've did state and fed time. 6 is the next one. Polish, yes. What's the difference between state and feds? Well, it's more, I don't think it's every prison is run differently. It all sucks. But some places, like on the politics side, the state joints, they want to care, they care, what county you from, like you from you from Youngstown or you from Cleveland kind of thing, But on the feds, they don't care about being that petty. They're like more about what state in general you're from. Okay, these are the Ohio guys, those are the California guys. You know, it's more about states. Yeah, it's a different world. There you go, Queen. That's 10 on deck. It's crazy. Like, people just be like, oh, you're from Youngstown? Oh, well, you're my sworn enemy. Okay, fucking what? All right, here we go. I just be pulling them up with like, I'll be like, oh, I'm from Medina County. And I'm like, they're like, where's that? I'm like, I don't know. They don't know what to think, you know. Joker, 10 on deck. You've heard feds is more chill because it's mostly long timers and they gotta make it in there for years, basically better food. No, it ain't. It ain't. That's how it used to be. That used to be the perception of it. But you'll get these guys that come in on just doing a year, right? They're doing a year and they're crying about it. And you're crying about it to guys that been there for 10 years already. And then they're walking in the door, they're like, oh, poor me, I'm a victim, right? I got a year to do, boo-hoo-hoo. And then these guys are like, oh, yeah, tell me more. I'm going to tell you, you know? Here we go, 10 on deck. Ah, you did 5 and it sucked? No kidding. No kidding. Hey, welcome home. Yeah. Great food, interesting people, good security. Right. It's like 5 on deck. What more do you want? There's 7 on deck. Hey, greetings, sober addict. I like the name, good one. Hello from California. Andy says 0 failure. Yeah, there's no failure point here, we're just going through it. What do you do for calves? Just calf races. Like, what else are you supposed to do, right? I've always preferred just like this, right? Feet together, that's what's happening. And then I'll do a set like this. Toes together, heels out. Then I'll do another set, heels, right? Like that. And just the more of an angle you rotate your calf as you're doing the calf races, the more exaggerated the outside lines become. So you want that exaggeration on the, you know what I mean? King, that'll be 10. Yeah, I don't know how much I weigh right now. I mean, might as well try it. Whew, what do you guys think? What's my weight at the moment? I am 5'10". That's my height. $187 with my pants on. Hey, it's 10 on deck. 187. I'm 5'10". But then I found this little measuring tape, right? We could do stuff like measure our forearms. How big do you think my forearms are? Say 13 inches. We should do like a before and after arm workout, you know, see what kind of pump we can achieve. 8 on deck. Eight is the next one. There we go. Here's a good one. You want to get big, do bigger weights. It's science. Pick it up, put it back down. What happens when you lift heavy weights? Right? Your slow twitch muscle fibers are activated. Right? The slow twitch, by definition, are the slow twitch muscle fibers even bulky or big? No. No, they're not. They're stringy, actually. You know, now the quick twitch muscle fibers that are activated on the lightweight and the higher reps, that's the bulky muscle fiber. That's just what it is when you're looking at the science. Here we go. 9 on deck. Right? And if you watch some of these bodybuilders out there, they're all doing like 20 rep sets, 20 reps and higher. You know, they're feeling the pumping. You're not going to do a 20 plus rep set with heavy weight. That's just not even in the same classification. Right? Queen, this will be 10. And back to the best version of myself. Yeah. Stay in the process, right? Do I train martial arts? Not currently. I'm hoping to join jiu-jitsu though. And judo. I am. There's a studio down the street from me, not too far away, where I could probably get to on the regular. Ace, 10 on deck. But I'm realistically, that's probably a couple months away from joining though. Not like today kind of thing. Lauren says, my kids are almost black belts in Kempo and BJJ. That's awesome, man. I think it's a great discipline. It's honestly the most enjoyable thing to do. Just sit down and watch everybody learn and flip and do their thing. 3 on deck. What full body workouts do you suggest new here? Well, I mean the only thing we're missing here is if I like around the world stuff, you know, push-ups, body squats, pull-ups, you know, just back and forth. All that round the world stuff is really great when just starting out, for sure. Joker, 10 on deck. And it's really great for the advanced athlete as well, because you can time your durations with your sets, right? Progressively overload. 5 is the next one. Let's see. Actually, it's better with lighter and just more focused on each set. Am I right, Jesse? Well, that's a great. Listen, it's only better if that's your goal of training. Now, funny you say that, because like, if I'm just pushing through a lot of weight, I'm not really focused on each individual muscle group. But when I'm on a lightweight and I can just focus on the exact spot of the intensity, and then I can like expand and finesse, whether tiptoeing forward or getting a deeper stretch. Like, I'm actually feeling every single muscle and making it do that, instead of just going through the motions of just putting the weight up. You know what I mean? Something about it, man. They're two different workouts. They're not even the same. You know what I mean? They can't be even put in the same classification, same category. Jesse, you a nerd. I am a nerd, bro. I am a nerd. Push-up nerd. 10 on deck. Another 10 on deck. Last card of the deck, right? Care to guess what it is? This card I hold in my hand. Dustin, an 8. John Conway says a joker. Holt a 4. Allie Bird a 4 as well. Till the failure card. You guys ready? Lauren says a 7. House says a 3. JTY a 10. Victor a 5. All right, guys, it's a 9. Y'all missed it. Where were you on this? Come on, we gotta be better. There we go. There we go. And this is the sucker-free deck of cards. If you guys would like me to send you out a deck, hit me up at thesuckerfreestore.com. I appreciate the workout, guys. That was a good one, huh? Might do a little bit of stretching, maybe a little bit, just from right here even. Sandra Ford says, Jesse, sorry, I thought you weren't on. I know, that's what I told everybody. I told everybody I wasn't gonna do it. Yeah. And then I was just sitting there thinking, you know, sipping my cup of coffee. I'm like, well, just because my shoulders hurt doesn't mean I can't do squats. Right? That was the conversation I was having with myself, right? So here we are. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. I better do some squats then, right? The stupid 9. Well, Nathan said a 6, so he could have just been seeing it and it was upside down, right? I think that's what happened. I'm going to just say Nathan got it this time. In that in your head? Where is my mind? Right? That's funny. Alex says, do you feel your quads or your glutes more? Honestly, my whole legs are pretty lit. I haven't done body squats in a minute. I mean, I'm feeling it everywhere. Partials are your go-to movement. Well, I mean, I hear you, man. I mean, what's not to love about it? I get it. Let's see. Shy says, I can't do real push-ups anymore because I got screwed in my left wrist. It's there for another reason. I can train the same muscles with push-ups without push-ups. You know what? If you have loss of mobility, right? Just put your hands like on an elevated surface, like they could be blocks or anything, and you know, like just like kind of like a suicide grip with you know, the bench press method where you're barely on it, right? There's no bend in the wrist, right? And if there is, it's minute, and you can get around the difficulties of that. You know. What is it on my head? I guess it's like a sun. Yeah, it's a sun. Yeah, this was my first tattoo. Honestly, it was smaller, right? And you can probably see it, right? You see the first one underneath it, and then I went back to the same place and said, I like the same thing but bigger. And I kind of did not the greatest job, but I think the guy, you know, look at all that scar tissue, you know. Medina, Ohio. Greetings. I used to live in Hinckley on 303, Ridge Road, where Ridge Road and 303 kind of meet. Yeah. It was right there in the center of town on Ridge Road. There's a old Christmas tree farm. Yeah. Grew up there. And then from there, went from Parma to Hinckley, then Hinckley back to Parma, and then Cleveland. Yeah. And the Serenity now. Hey, here we go. Boom. Serenity. Yeah. This is my favorite tattoo. Serenity on my knuckles. And then the Unity. I don't know. You live off 83 in Strongsville? Heck yeah. The locals. Yeah, I like it, man. The air smells better. The air smells really good. You know, that was a big thing. Coming from prison and driving into the city. Man, the city, man. It's got a smell to it. You know what I mean? Let's see. It can't be from Seinfeld, right? Seinfeld. Was that you know, it could have been an episode from, yeah, totally. Indonesia in the house. What's up, guys? We got this worldwide community. Feel free to throw up where you're from. You know, I like to see the flags. Spell it out, though. There's a lot of flags out there. Appreciate this worldwide community. Poland in the house. Busting dust in the United States. The Netherlands. The UK, Memphis, Tennessee, Nebraska, Ravenna, Ohio, Vermont, California, Australia, Russia, what's up? America, New Zealand, New York, Northern New York, Australia, how you doing, guys? Spokane, greetings, Denmark, Idaho, Mexico in the house, Britons, American South, Mars, we got the aliens in here. Anyone from the moon? Any moon men? Welcome aboard. Berlin, greetings, Indonesia, California, Baja. Greetings. Yes. Baltimore. Sweet. Moon Man here. Victor. It's a good name for a moon man. South Africa in the house. Everywhere. Russia, New Zealand, everywhere. Heck yeah. We're from Earth. We're here. We're here and we're doing push-ups together. Yeah. It was from the Frank Costanzo episode. You know what? I probably saw every freaking episode. I'm a 90s kid, you know. Well, I'm in an 80s baby. Grew up in the 90s. I tried to watch the episodes again because I had, memories of it being enjoyable. It wasn't that funny, a second time around. But what joke actually is, how many times can you hear the same joke over and over again? Jamaica, what's up? Punk live forever. Greetings. The 90s. Cambridge, Ohio, welcome. Polish, yeah. On my dad's side, my grandparents came from Poland. Yeah. I don't know if my grandfather on my mom's side came from Poland or if his parents were just Polish. But my grandmother, I believe came from Germany on my mom's side. I could be wrong. I always get this wrong every time I say it. Greetings, Joe, from Ireland. Make Finland great again. Welcome, guys. Glad to see everybody here. Hope you're all having a good day. Do some push-ups, do some body squats or something. Just keep the body moving. And there's no excuse not to, right? Eric Lapointe, greetings. Get out of here with all the negativity. Who's being negative? I didn't see anybody being negative. We gotta be in control of our feelings, guys. It's, just a friendly reminder that not everybody in the chat is actually a human being. Some of them are bots. Whole purpose is to make you react. The whole purpose of the bot is to make you react. Don't fall for the okey doke, right? We gotta elevate, right? We gotta just leave all that behind. We ain't got time for none of that, right? We ain't got time for that. To be occupied by arguing with a bot, you know what I mean? We ain't got time for that. There's push-ups to do. Rage baiting bots. That's what it is, right? It's just there to cause a reaction. That's what it is. It's the purpose, to cause a reaction, right? And then record and stimulate and see if we can cause another reaction, you know? Stupid. It's a weird world we live in. We got to deal with it. We can't fall for the okie doke, and we just got to be like, see it when it comes and be like, oh, okie doke. I'm not even gonna pay attention to that no more. What's up, Easy? Bravo. Greetings. What's up, Coach? Maybe it's time for a cold plunge or salt bath and chill. Yeah, abso-freaking-lutely. Boy, my body could really benefit from having an ice bath on hand. And I was really motivated at one time trying to change my chest freezer into a ice bath. But it's that time of year, man. Maybe if I just take a bucket of water or a little pool or something, put it outside, fill it with like salt water, like Epsom salt, maybe it won't freeze over. You know, and I can just jump in and out of it. You know. What's your thoughts on Iron Wolf? I don't know. He does burpees. Is he back? I haven't seen him for a while. He's kind of stepped off the scene. Either way, he'll live forever with these YouTube videos and doing burpees and whatnot. Yeah. On probation, what's up, bro? I see you everywhere, man. Stay positive, man. Stay positive. All right, guys. Thanks for being here, man. Sham says Iron Wolf deleted all his videos. Oh, yeah? Maybe he's going to sell them, right? That'd be a good idea. Delete all your videos and just sell them. He's already got the following. You could do that. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with the wolf. I've been out of the loop on that. Big gut. Yeah, buddy. All right, guys. I will catch you on the next one. You have a wonderful day. Sandra Ford, have a good one. Allie Bird, appreciate you guys. Nathan, Carrie, Lauren, Sham, John Conway. One more step. Have a good one. Holt, Kev, Paul, fashionably late. So am I. I'm always fashionably late. I'll see you guys later. Peace.